we're live. Hello, hello. Happy new moon, everybody. Say hi. Thank you very much. So, we are going to go right into ceremony on this wonderful new moon with some ancestor new moon magic. So, I have some wonderful grandmothers that have come forward that want to speak to us. And I've been doing the same way that I created my oracle deck. Welcome, everybody. Akasha here, Nana Akasha. And I communicate with spirit. I call in the energies that want to come to speak about a thing, and then they start to come to me in different ways. I've been called back to the pyramid, the Venus temple, to meet with the grandmothers again and do more work with them. I met them there 2 years ago. These are etheric grandmothers that travel through time and space and watch and help and support from high levels of wisdom, right? They know time is eternal and they can pull from infinite sources. So they help us understand that the key to everything we want is peace. That peace has to exist within us. That means we can't judge ourselves or others. We can't be involved in conflict and war and things that blame outside sources. In order to take back our own power, we have to literally control our words, our thoughts, our feelings very, very carefully to make sure we're speaking into being with the power we have as divine creators, the world, the life, the reality, the relationships, the income, the body, the health, everything that we want, that we wish for. There's no one to blame for anything in our lives. We have to realize that everything is a reflection of us. And I'm going to go very deep into this concept this coming year in our priestess training. So reach out to me if you're interested in that. I'm already starting to talk to people who are interested in going into the Sacred Magic Mystery School priestess training this year, which is going to start the end of December. So what does that mean? It means that we live on a planet of mirrors, the Maya say. There's nowhere you can look that isn't a reflection of you. It's not a cute concept like many of us are familiar with. Oh, that person is a mirror for you, or they're reflecting to you something you need to work on. But our egos and our conscious perception of things hasn't allowed us to see the reality. And we're the ones that control how we see, the perspective we see from, what power we give things, because in the end, everything has to loop back here. If you're looking at anything outside of you, that is a reflection of you. So you follow it back. Why is that happening? Why is this person being mean to me, right? Why is this pattern happening? You follow it right back into you and you go deep to find it. We've been in the year of the snake. We've all shed, and we use that term very easily now. I'm very happy. I've been using it for years. But we know that that means like maybe you don't have a certain job anymore. Maybe you've shed what you want to do, or maybe you've shed literal pounds, you've changed your diet, or maybe you've shed the idea that you're weak and a victim and that there's no money for you, and you're starting to, manifest more and more of what you wish for. Whatever it is, the shedding has happened emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Now we have a few months left, and it's very intense when you get to the bottom, because a snake has to go over something rough, like rough rocks or a thorny bush, in order to help pull that skin off. But underneath, the snake is already perfectly formed. It's not like a baby. It's not a newborn that comes out as like, oh, I'm helpless now. You are perfectly formed already at a higher level of consciousness, at a higher level of acceptance, of harmony, of peace, of grace, of love. Our goal is to get to embody pure unconditional love. It's the only ticket to get into the higher realms, to get into the era of peace coming in 2027. You want to live the life you came here to live. You wish, you dream, you have thoughts. They play inside of you like, oh, why aren't people nice to each other? Why do people let each other suffer? How could you possibly do this to somebody? All of these things. One, don't see anyone as a victim, including yourself. Don't judge anyone, including yourself. And you're going to unhook from so much. You're going to realize there's a lot of energy there that you could use towards speaking the reality you wish for. We need people who are going to just do it now, not play the victim, not tell everybody their problems, not blame everybody around you. Go, guess what? In the end, this comes back to me. And if I go inside, I can actually change this. I can discover what the message is, what the pattern is. Where is this still operating in my life? It is blocking me. It is keeping me from my abundance, my prosperity, my happiness, my riches, my love, my life, my creativity, my whatever. Okay? You are meant to get clear and back and aligned to who you are. And we need the wisdom keepers because this is the era of the gathering of the wise ones. That's the Maya prophecy and many other cultures. Guess what? Who are the wise ones? Are they the Maya elders in the jungle that I study with and I'm going to preserve their knowledge? Yes. Is it the grandmothers that come to me on the Temple of Venus in their etheric bodies and take me to different dimensions and show me how, teach through me, how the sacred feminine way of doing things, which is through peace first. That was the prosperity magic class a couple of years ago. It's in the shop if you want it. Very powerful, changed everything. And so now there's a different way to experience exactly what you're going through. How long it takes to change the outer thing, like when will my knee heal or when will I have X amount of money in my bank account? You're going to go to a place where you start to realize that you live in the eternal now. It is abundant. There is nothing but abundance. When you alchemize an abundance of something in your life into something you prefer, without judgment, with love, with excitement, with expectation, when you speak blessings, when you say gratitude before it's even here, now you are starting to get into your priestess training. You're starting to get into sacred wisdom, understanding alchemy, understanding symbols, understanding all of the wisdom that has been kept for the elite and for the mysteries. And so now this is required. We are required to be high level initiates in the magic, because magic means using energy, understanding energy. So now we have all this science. That's what people want to prove energy, that proves all the science, that all the spirituality that's been, talked about, or you've probably experienced yourself over the years. Well, now you have all that proof. Can you just embody that? If you embody your spiritual purpose, you are 100% supported. Saying you're on your fully funded mission is a cute little saying, but the reason it came up for me was to help me to continue to remember, because I come from a very, very deep lack of self-worth place, and I've come a long way. And I love myself, and I can say that I couldn't in the past, and all kinds of things. And yet there's these layers that you keep going to because you're on a spiral. We live in a spiral. We heal in a spiral. Everything is a spiral. You never go back to where you were. Cycles happen, but you're always at a different level. If you haven't understood the opportunity or the lesson of something you experienced and it feels like you're doing it again, you can immediately just stand up inside of yourself and say, okay, that's the use of this wheel, this spiral, this ascending spiral. There's an ascending flow of luminous light that you are in, unless you struggle against it, that doesn't require effort. Everything you need is already here. The more you embody the now, the more you embody your truth, yourself, your own authority. You stop chasing people, you stop chasing money, you stop thinking that everything outside of you is the problem, the cause, or will make you happy. Everything changes. These are the deep layers of going into the mysteries, going into self-realization, going into self-healing, going into understanding the game. You're in a simulation. It has laws. There's laws of the divine. So in a new moon, so talk to me about that. Also, we have a retreat in December, very priestessy. I'm doing a full day of priestess training with Trudy, who channels the high priestess of Palenque, Mayan priestess. And after, we go on a retreat with Miguel Angel, beautiful Mayan wisdom keeper, incredible. And then in March, I highly recommend all of my mystery school people, all of my pilgrimage people, come to the March retreat. It's going to be never again that particular way. Of course, it's always that way. But Maria is going to be coming for her first time here, Maria Wheatley, and decoding the pyramids from the way she's decoded Egypt and Malta and Stonehenge and 17 other countries. And we're going to be combining that with the spiritual knowledge and the activations and the transmissions. And so all of these together create the most beautiful sensory experience to completely lift you and honor you into a new level of who you are being and becoming and what is waiting for you. Next year's the year of the fire horse, very fast. So as we finish shedding this year, the grandmothers came and I had an incredible time there. Let me just tune in and see if they want me to share any of that. I think we'll do that on Friday. So Friday, I'm going to do a call with the grandmothers and with the ancestors and more about the sacred alchemy. And in the shop, make sure that you check out the sacred alchemy Ancestor Magic 20 Days of Sacred Alchemy. There you go. That's the title of it. We're going to start November 1st. It's a daily transformation. It's been designed through the ancestors, through the grandmothers, and through all the mystery schools, the priestesses that are rising now as the best possible way. They redesigned it so that we would get the biggest impact 20 days in a row. You don't have to be there live. It'll be about an hour a day. And you will have an activation, and it's very practical. You're going to be changing your words, making your declarations, alchemizing your fears, discovering your blocks, connecting to your truth future, and all through grandmother wisdom and ancestral magic and medicine. So make sure you join me for that. Okay, so now I'm going to go over here. Everybody's so quiet. Let's dive into being in our moon magic today. Let's see here. Okay, so I am Akasha, if you didn't know that yet, and this is my show, Ancient Mysteries, Sacred Wisdom, Decoding the Library of the Infinite. I truly believe that not just stones, but bones, us, our cells, and the earth, all the elements, everything is alive. Everything is filled with infinite memory, infinite power, infinite wisdom, infinite medicine. And we're here to play with that abundance, not to run around feeling fear, blame, trauma. That's over and done. And this is the time to stand up inside of our own sacred mystery and become the truth of who we are here to become. So happy new moon and namaste. We're not going to go too much into technicalities of the new moon. It is a Libra new moon. And so it's holding a lot of the balance energy of Libra. There's a lot of harmony in Libra. Libra likes everyone to get along. So that's a nice energy to have in a new moon. A new moon is dark. That means we don't see the moon. And I like to think of it that the moon and the sun are completely embraced in their own private moment, behind the veil where we don't see. But the thing about the moon is it is the reflection that we see. So the sun radiates light, gold light, or masculine light, or yang light. The moon receives it, drinks it in, embodies it, digests it, becomes the light, but her own kind of light. She doesn't just mimic the sun. It blends with her own unique purpose, makeup, intention, everything. And then we see the silver moon, right? We see the beautiful glow of this radiation of the moon. And it has that receptive, dark, and also passive quality to it, in the sense that it's not active like the sun, right? Like, ah, rah, ooh, ha, he. In a new moon, typically we think of it as planting seeds in dark soil. These are seeds of what we desire, seeds of what we wish for, seeds of everything, seeds of healing, transformation, okay, mental, emotional, spiritual, for yourself, for others, for the future, for the past, okay, anything and everything. However, I want to encourage you to call on your soul seeds, to ask for the seeds that are most optimal for your soul's growth right now, to take advantage of all the energies that are happening, this harmony. But then we also have Eris and Chiron. What does that mean? Chiron is the wounded healer. Eris is his sister, who's called the goddess of discord or strife. Why? Because she doesn't like status quo. And so I love her. Oh, sorry. I couldn't figure out what that was, and I was messing with the microphone. She doesn't like status quo. If you're just pretending, you're fooling yourself, you're missing an opportunity, you're staring at the floor, you're hiding from your voice, you're going along with everybody else and letting people be cruel to other people, like, what is it that's happening? And now it's really important to let Eris come in and do that for us, to say, this discord around me is because it's coming from me. So where's there discord within me? Where do I judge myself? Where do I judge others? Where is it that I need some wisdom? Where is it I need some love? The nice thing about the sacred feminine coming back onto the planet is that sometimes you just need love. Sometimes you just need hugs. You don't need reasons, logic, solutions. You just want to be in some kind of a loving space. So as you move through this time in this era, remember, you're this independent, individual, spiritual being with your own universe, your own planet, your own light body. You're at least a mile wide, depending on the work you've done. And you came with a purpose. We didn't come here to suffer and play this game of poverty. We came into a storyline, but we don't have to live it out anymore. We're done with it. Let's be done with it. Make that decision. You have to be the one who says, I'm not playing that pattern anymore. Whatever it is, let it come up now. So let's go ahead and see what the grandmothers have to say to bring us into this new moon with the ancestors and the magic of a new moon, which is that ability to go deep into the darkness, to not fear what is within you, to nurture what you've hidden in the soil, to go and choose. These aren't seeds I want anymore. I'm going to pull those up. I don't want to plant seeds of judgment. I don't want to be judging people. I don't want to be trying to decide what they should do with their money. And then I have people deciding what I should do with my money. And then I'm wondering, I'm mad at them, but then I'm mad at them because I want to tell them what to do, but someone else is telling me what to do and I don't like it. Guess what? We're having immediate reaction. So Eris says, why are you playing out the game of karma? I'm not going to hold still. I'm not going to go with the flow. I'm not going to say, oh, let's all pretend it's harmonious right now, because it's not. You've agreed to a story that you have to sit on a karmic wheel and you have to go back again and you have to repeat again. And yet every time something repeats, you're not at the same place. You're not going back again. You're not stuck on a wheel. You aren't there because you have no power or control. But that is what karma tells you. Karma says you have debt. And society says debt is bad, but money is good. Where are the seeds that you no longer wish to grow more of in your mind, in your bank account, in your business, in your relationships, and most of all, in your self-image? We are moving, and this is the time of ascending from karma into grace. Grace means everything aligns for the highest good of all, and you don't have to pay. There is no debt. It's already paid. It's taken care of. It's provided for you and for everyone, and in the most optimal way for everyone. So what if you stopped believing in karma or punishment or repetitions or being stuck because of a trauma or being stuck in a pattern or being stuck with an addiction, and you simply stepped out and said, in this new moon, I magnetize all of those words that I spoke that agreed to that reality. And like tiny seeds, like tiny pellets onto a metal detector, they just come right up out of this moment and out of your cells and out of your sacral. So now you can enter the new moon and say, I'm ready and willing, I'm open and receptive to move from karma to grace, to breathe harmony, to relax, to receive, and then to allow the ripple, the wave that creates the discord in the harmonious, still waters. The ancestors have come in a whole new level to me, through me. The grandmothers have returned again at a new level. And they're asking that you give a chance to take a ladder of just 20 steps that will lead you, if you will allow it, from lack, fear, from hard work, chasing, from grief, regret, not enoughness, and work sacred alchemy through you, because you are the conduit, you are the priestess, which is the hands, the mouth, the words, the body of the divine, of the goddess on earth. That's who you are. You came here to embody the divine, but in your own unique way.
I just said you're not lying. There's no this.
Says I'm live and it's still counting down. So relax and stay with the ancestors. This is the time of sacred alchemy. This is the time where you can allow the help to come and you can allow all of it to be supported by wisdom that you had, wisdom that is held by your ancestors in this lineage and in other lives and through time and through space. That all the wise ones are gathering now. They're all gathering, and you're one of them. You're one of them. So I'm going to share some grandmothers, some ancestors here. And like the prosperity magic oracle deck, I call on these energies, then I describe them to Chris, and then he creates lots of art. And then I go back and forth with him, or I meet with one who is the embodiment. And so these are the ones that have asked to come forward. You can look at them, or you can keep your eyes closed. You can start by looking at them, because the art that we do is encoded and infused with light and love. And this is the new moon. So we have the ability to go deeper in the darkness and to receive the nourishment. These are very cosmic, and yet she wants you to understand that even though it looks like perhaps the universe is around her, that she is inside of the universe, that she is the essence, she is the fire, she is the wisdom, she is the air. This is a very strong energy. Look at the picture and receive energies through your eyes, maybe colors, maybe her feathers coming from her ears, or her hair coming out and looking like nerves or tendrils, maybe the fire in the sky or the dragons in the air, maybe the jewelry, maybe her face, maybe that she's half light and half in the dark. What is it that draws your attention? What is it she has to share with you today? I am sorrow because you are sorrow. I wish to free you from sorrow and show you that the time, the infinite, has come to no longer carry your sorrows, to no longer bring your sorrows. Do not plant seeds of guilt and shame. Do not carry forward the pain and suffering of your ancestors. Do not dwell on wrongs that were done to you. Do not falsely believe that any of this will end this cycle of suffering and sorrow. I have lived through many lives and times within a culture that suffered greatly. And yet we knew even at the time that the suffering was also savoring deeper levels of the divine, the depth of possibilities. Now we no longer need to do this through sorrow. We no longer need to hurt or to learn through pain. These truly are a choice. And if you need a reference for any time you felt pain physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, you can find it in your own cells, in your own history, in your own spiral of time. Do as I am doing. Open your heart. Let go whatever you hold in your hands, etherically, energetically. Accept that you're half light and you're half dark, and that everything created is half light and half dark, half good and half bad, half high, half low. It is only degrees of the same thing. Embody this within you. You must accept all of you. And then plant a seed, and I will hold my hand over your seed now and bless it. I will remove all the sorrow and all the suffering. And I will do that for your heart as well. Now you receive this gift and take a moment to fill yourself and everything about this moment with gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know this is going to create such beauty, such strength, such wisdom, such compassion. What is this going to bring into your life? What are you calling in? What are you declaring? Ancestor magic says, declare, but declare what will move the energy, what will reveal the truth, what will conjure the love. There's no need for things. Now we move. The next grandmother that wishes to bring us a new moon message. She brings the messages of the winged ones. She brings the messages of the wings and the feathers in the crown and the connection to spirit and the ability to soar high above everything you do, everything you think, everything you are. The magic I want to give you is that within you, you are free. Outside of you, you are reacting. Inside of you, you create. Outside of you, you live consequence. You fly between these worlds. You have the wisdom of shape-shifting. It's time to go deeper into the ancestry that you have, into the wisdom that you've gained, working with the wings. Are they winged ones like an eagle, a condor, a quetzal, a hummingbird? Are they wings of an angel, a fairy, a dragonfly, a ladybug? Is it a butterfly? Is it a mandala? Is it an archangel? Is it you? Is it you in another life? Inside of you. Go there now. Close all the doors and go within. The owl is here. Which aspect of the owl is coming to you now? The owl medicine is in every tradition, every culture, every mystery, and yet it's different what it represents. Does it see through falsehood, lies, and see the truth with Athena? Does it see omens, signs, synchronicities deep in the realm of magic, like Native Americans? Does it give you vision at night and call to you like a grandmother in your dreams? What is the owl medicine that's here for you in this moon? Now allow the owl and this grandmother and what you have discovered within. The next seed, plant it, nurture it, love it, fill it full of light. Do whatever you're called to do. Let these wisdom keepers support your new moon wish. Now one more grandmother wishes to come. She comes with great strength. She has held the sacred feminine magic through so many years, eras, decades, burnings, destruction, rising again over and over, never letting anything decide the fate of her wisdom or her love. She asks you, like her, to take this new moon, scoop into the darkness of this balanced, harmonious Libra moon. With your right hand, bring it up and start to let it expand. It is light. What color is it? Is it moving? Does it have a shape? As you hold it, you feel it connecting with a light in your heart. 3 beautiful seeds, 3 beautiful pearl-like seeds are glowing in your heart, and you take your right hand and reach into your heart. You wrap your hand around these 3 pearls, these 3 seeds, glowing with the same light. You can tell that the light you hold in your hand and the light that these are glowing with are the same. They're magnetic. They immediately met each other, clicked together, aligned, merged, became one. And now very slowly declare, my wishes are here. My seeds are pure and clean. I accept the love of the grandmothers. I accept the wisdom of the ancestors to bless the seeds for me and all of us. For me in this moment and in my past. For me in my new future. The path of light is within me. I accept these pearls of light and wisdom from the deepest level of my heart, and I value them and I respect them, and I will honor them. Now you begin to bring your hand from your heart and you feel these pearls, these light wisdoms, They're glowing and shifting and changing. And they start to enter all of your light body, moving through the layers of grids of light, moving through the mental, emotional, spiritual body, up and down the chakras, through the pillar of light, out and within, activating the wings, activating the feathers, opening the crown, spiraling, spiraling, spiraling. And now the 3 hearthstones of the Maya, the 3 stars of Orion, the gateway to the infinite, to the universe, and to your power as the creator of your reality. They settle down. Where do these 3 wisdom pearls, light, hearthstones, where do they settle within you? Your heart, your belly, your womb, your feet, your fingers, your mind, your eyes. This is the first step for you. This is the first step on your path now. Wherever these have landed within you, this is sacred, divine communication. Now you call on the divine moon energies. You call on the maidens of the moon and the priestesses of the moon, and all through the ages, all the wisdom of the moon to come to you in grace and ease and just exactly what it is that you require for your optimal unfolding. Everything else falls away. Receive with gratitude and grace. I give great thanks for this beautiful moment and this moon, and I take full responsibility for the seeds that I plant, for the words that I speak, for the thoughts that I have. I am now self-realizing, and therefore my reality begins to grow from the garden of my love and my heart, and the seeds of my love and my heart, my vision of harmony, my vision of peace, reverence, joy. All of this now gets to start to take root. And it is done. Thank you, grandmothers. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you to this moon, this moment, to Ishel, to grandmother, Ishmukane. I allow and release all that no longer serves me to transmute and compost and feed me in strong, resilient, brilliant ways to step forward on my path of light. The ancestors walk with me, and so it is. The grandmothers guide and love me, and so it is. And my heart is glowing now and is my guiding light in the dark of any kind. The jaguar vision is mine. Now, as you come back into your body in the moment, take your time. Honor where you are. If you feel like staying here, being quiet, if you feel like writing, if you feel like humming, chanting, lighting a candle, I definitely suggest that you do more. I've done copal and sage and palo santo today, and it's time for you to support yourself, trust that you know what is best for you. And as you alchemize, you honor, watch, and observe yourself while also allowing these energies to support you. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to do it the hard way. And it doesn't mean that it's easy also. So I want to say thank you to my beloved, to Chris, for making these beautiful artwork for us. And we will have more. So on, let's see, where are we here? Friday, I will be here to do some sacred alchemy with you. And I hope you'll join me. We'll still be sort of coming from that. So take this beautiful, I'm going to listen to this tonight. I always listen when I go to sleep, and allow yourself respect to process as you wish. Don't get caught up in the stories. Don't be a part of telling stories. Stop reporting all of the bad things. You don't need to. And when you do, you create more of it. So sacred alchemy is about respecting that you are the power that creates the world. You are the power that creates the war. You are the power that creates the grace. You are the power that creates the beauty. You are the power that creates your life. So you need to use it, accept that that is how powerful you are, and then come and join me for the 20 days of sacred magic. Okay, everybody, namaste. I did 2 sessions this morning, private sessions, which are really, wow, expansive. My eyes are still trying to focus into this realm. And then this, and I have one more very, very expansive out of body astral travel kind of practice that I'm going to do today. So I will just take a moment to fill up and exude gratitude for you, for me, and for all of the beauty that's here right now in this moment. Let us see it, notice it, appreciate it, value it, uncover it, allow it to be seen. Go within ourselves and remember the beauty, the vastness, the infiniteness, the answers, the solutions, that everything is there. What a beautiful and blessed time to be alive. What an incredibly amazing moment to be realizing who we are. In Lakech, Alakin, you are another me. I am another you. We are one. What I do for me, I do for you. So be careful with your words, your thoughts, and your intentions. If you curse someone, if you blame someone, if you judge someone, it's going to all come back at you. And very tiny bit may go into their reality, but if they don't believe what you believe about them, it won't affect them at all. Isn't it amazing? That's how powerful we are. We just have to let go and say, oh, it's already here. Thank you. Let's all have fun. Okay, beloveds, reach out to me if you'd like to talk about either of the retreats or the priestess training. And come on over, join us for the 20 days of Ancestor Sacred Alchemy. I'll see you on Friday. Namaste. Bye-bye. Thank you. Infinite gratitude. Thank you, Solik. I love you, sweetie. Have a blessed day, Tiffany. Appreciate that. Oh, the fire in the sky. I know that's the part I really liked right there. Is it felt like the fire priestesses in a way. And we're doing a grouping of grandmothers right now. And I'm letting it evolve to see if it ends up being more. Okay, then a jaguar appears, and a temple appears, or a fire appears, or a symbol appears. So we're starting right now with this very beautiful cosmic level. Namaste, everybody. I love you. Go live a happy life. I love my life. I love my life. I love my life.